How could a philosopher from antiquity lay the foundation for modern science? Democritus, the ancient Greek philosopher, is not only known as the father of atomism, but also as one of the most pioneering thinkers in human history. His ideas, far ahead of his time, not only explain the nature of the universe, but also paved the way for modern science and philosophy. With foresight and intellectual courage, he developed concepts that not only transformed humanity's perspective on the world, but also inspired countless generations to come. What sets Democritus apart is his scientific approach and rational precision. While his contemporaries were immersed in mythological explanations of the universe's workings, Democritus broke through these barriers to propose that everything in nature is composed of tiny, indivisible particles he called atoms. This idea, while simple, holds profound explanatory power about the nature of reality and laid the groundwork for centuries of scientific exploration. However, what makes Democritus truly exceptional is not only his pioneering concepts of atomism, but also the way he extended his philosophy into other aspects of life. He believed that the world did not operate randomly, but followed natural laws that human reason could uncover. This challenged traditional beliefs that the universe was governed by the will of gods and introduced a radically fresh approach to understanding the world. Moreover, Democritus did not confine his thinking to physics. He also had profound views on happiness and human life. He argued that happiness does not lie in wealth or fame, but in a state of balance and inner satisfaction. He believed that a tranquil mind and self-control were the keys to achieving harmony in life. This idea is not only philosophical, but also became a moral compass for future generations. Democritus was also among the first to emphasize the role of reason and empirical observation in the pursuit of knowledge. He encouraged the use of intellect to explore the nature of reality instead of relying on beliefs or superstitions. This perspective laid the foundation for the modern scientific method, where reason and empirical evidence became the standards for evaluating truth. The legacy of Democritus extends far beyond philosophical ideas, permeating science and culture. Although his ideas were forgotten for a long time after his era, they were revived during the Renaissance and continued to play a crucial role in the development of physics, chemistry, and modern philosophy. Great scientists such as Galileo, Newton, and Dalton developed scientific theories based on Democritus's foundational thoughts, demonstrating the enduring vitality and significance of his ideas. More than a philosopher, Democritus is a symbol of pioneering spirit and a passion for discovery. He taught us that knowledge cannot be easily attained, but requires courage, patience, and relentless curiosity. In today's world, with challenges in environment, technology, and society, the spirit of Democritus remains as relevant as ever, reminding us that only curiosity and relentless effort can propel humanity forward. Democritus, a beacon for the future. Democritus was not merely a thinker of his time, but a guiding light for the future. With every new discovery, we continue the journey he began over 2 millennia ago. His boldness in thought and relentless quest for knowledge affirmed that no matter how complex the world may be, human intellect can unveil new horizons, transcending the boundaries of time and space. Atomic theory, a revolutionary idea. Democritus's atomic theory is one of the most revolutionary concepts in the history of ancient philosophy and science. He posited that all things in the universe are composed of indivisible particles called atoms. This idea, though seemingly simple, carried immense explanatory power, transforming humanity's understanding of the natural world. Democritus explained that atoms differ in size, shape, and weight. The constant combination, separation, and motion of these atoms cause all phenomena in nature. According to him, the characteristics of matter, whether solid, liquid, or gas, depend on the arrangement and interaction of these atoms. This approach provided a logical and systematic explanation for the diversity of the material world. A groundbreaking aspect of Democritus's thinking was his assertion that atoms exist in a void. This challenged the views of many contemporaneous philosophers who denied the existence of empty space. Conversely, Democritus argued that it is the presence of the void that allows atoms to move and combine to form the world as we perceive it. This view not only paved the way for scientific inquiry, but also laid the groundwork for the development of modern physics. Democritus's atomic theory also carried profound philosophical implications. He contended that the world operates not by the will of gods or supernatural forces, but according to objective natural laws. This marked a significant step toward liberating human thought from dependence on mythology and religion, encouraging the use of reason and empirical observation to seek truth. Democritus even extended his atomic theory to explain more complex phenomena such as consciousness and emotions. He proposed that the human soul is composed of fine light atoms that move at high speeds. When these atoms interact with atoms from the external environment, they produce sensations, thoughts, and emotions. Although not empirically proven, this perspective laid the groundwork for later studies in psychology and neuroscience. The strength of atomic theory lies not only in its ability to explain natural phenomena, but also in its capacity to inspire subsequent generations. Though forgotten for centuries, Democritus's ideas were revived during the Renaissance and became pivotal in the advancement of modern science. Scientists such as Galileo, Newton, and Dalton built upon the foundation laid by Democritus, demonstrating the enduring vitality of his ideas. In conclusion, Democritus's atomic theory is not only one of his most significant contributions to philosophy and science, but also a testament to the power of human thought. His ideas remind us that, by harnessing reason and curiosity, humanity can transcend the limits of current knowledge and explore new frontiers. Void and motion. Democritus, with his visionary philosophy, proposed the concept of void and motion as integral parts of his atomic theory. This marked not only a significant advancement in the history of philosophy, but also laid the groundwork for many scientific discoveries that followed. He argued that atoms do not exist in isolation or remain static, but are constantly in motion within an infinite void, colliding, combining, and separating to create all phenomena in nature. According to Democritus, the void is not mere nothingness, but a real entity that enables atoms to move and interact. He described this void as a space devoid of matter, yet fundamental to the activity of atoms. This notion challenged traditional beliefs, particularly those of Parmenides, who claimed that void could not exist. Democritus, conversely, demonstrated that the existence of the void is what makes the universe's functioning possible. The motion of atoms within the void is essential for the existence of all objects and phenomena. Atoms move at varying speeds and directions, colliding and combining to form material structures ranging from the simplest to the most complex. For instance, Democritus explained that sharp atoms combine to create solid objects, while smooth, round atoms form liquids or gases. The diversity of the material world, therefore, can be understood through the perpetual motion and combination rules of atoms. A unique aspect of Democritus's philosophy was his emphasis that atomic motion is not random, but governed by objective natural laws. He argued that these laws are immutable and form the foundation of existence and change in the universe. This perspective laid the groundwork for modern theories of dynamics and physics, where natural principles are used to explain and predict phenomena. The void and motion also underpinned Democritus's perspective on the continuous transformation in nature. He asserted that nothing remains static. Everything exists in a state of perpetual motion and change. This view is not only philosophical, but also deeply influences how we understand time, evolution, and the nature of the universe. Democritus's concepts of void and motion went beyond theory and set the stage for the scientific method. He encouraged using reason and observation to uncover natural laws, instead of relying on myths or supernatural explanations. This was a groundbreaking leap in Greek philosophy and the origin of modern scientific methodology. The impact of this philosophy did not end with Democritus. During the Renaissance, scientists like Galileo and Newton developed theories based on his views on space and motion. In modern physics, from quantum mechanics to cosmology, Democritus' fundamental principles remain highly relevant, showcasing the enduring vitality of his thought across millennia. In summary, Democritus's concepts of void and motion were not just revolutionary discoveries, but also philosophical foundations for numerous modern scientific fields. He demonstrated that understanding the world lies not in blind belief, but in the union of reason, observation, and unrelenting human curiosity. A lesson that humanity must continue to embrace and build upon in its quest to explore the universe. Philosophy of happiness, eudaimonia. While Democritus is renowned for his atomic theory, he also made a profound impact in moral philosophy, particularly with his conception of happiness, eudaimonia. He believed that happiness does not stem from wealth, fame, or external factors, but arises from a serene state of mind and internal balance. This philosophy became a guiding principle for generations, shaping not only philosophical thought, but also human approaches to life. According to Democritus, happiness is the result of self-control and wisdom. He emphasized that people should avoid extreme emotions such as greed, anger, or fear, as they disturb the mind and hinder the attainment of balance. Instead, contentment with what one has, gratitude, and deep self-awareness are the keys to achieving sustainable happiness. Democritus also linked happiness to spiritual freedom. He argued that to be truly happy, individuals must free themselves from the constraints of material values and societal expectations. Happiness does not depend on external factors like wealth or power, but lies in the ability to be self-reliant, make independent decisions, and live according to one's reason. This perspective highlights the importance of self-awareness and individuality in achieving a fulfilled life. Democritus's philosophy of happiness is a timeless reminder that true contentment comes not from external possessions, but from cultivating inner peace and balance. His ideas continue to inspire those seeking a life of purpose, fulfillment, and harmony with themselves and the world around them. The importance of intellect in life. A crucial aspect of Democritus's philosophy is the emphasis on intellect as a guiding force in life. He believed that only intellect enables individuals to discern what is truly necessary and what is merely superficial. Through understanding, people can avoid the temptations of materialism and achieve a state of harmony between emotion and reason. He famously stated, "The wise man seeks happiness within himself, not in external things." Democritus's philosophy of happiness also aligns with the ideas of simplicity and humility. He argued that a simple life, unburdened by ambition or desires, is the path to genuine happiness. In his view, happiness is not an unattainable ideal, but can be found in meaningful daily actions, such as helping others, taking care of oneself, and living peacefully with those around us. A unique feature of Democritus's thought is his advocacy for self-control and tolerance. He believed that instead of trying to control the external world, individuals should learn to govern themselves. This not only helps maintain inner peace, but also fosters harmonious relationships with others. The harmony between individuals and within oneself, according to Democritus, is the foundation of a happy life. The influence of Democritus' philosophy of happiness extended beyond antiquity, inspiring later philosophers and thinkers. Schools like Stoicism and Epicureanism adopted and developed his ideas on inner balance and the role of intellect in achieving happiness. In the modern world, his perspective remains relevant as people increasingly recognize that true happiness lies not in the pursuit of material wealth, but in spiritual fulfillment. In summary, Democritus's philosophy of happiness serves as a profound reminder that happiness is not distant or dependent on external factors. It is a state of the soul, cultivated through self-awareness, self-control, and wisdom. He left humanity with an invaluable lesson, that happiness is a journey of self-discovery, where each individual has the power to uncover and create genuine joy in their own life. Empirical and rational approach. Democritus is not only celebrated for his groundbreaking philosophical ideas, but also for his empirical approach and use of reason to explore the nature of the world. For him, understanding did not come from myths or the imposition of religious values, but must be based on observation and systematic analysis. This perspective transformed how humans approached knowledge and laid the foundation for modern scientific methodology. Democritus believed that to comprehend the universe, reason must be the primary tool. Knowledge, he asserted, is not random or divinely bestowed but the result of observation, analysis, and contemplation. He emphasized that while the senses provide initial information, only through reason can humans uncover the underlying laws behind natural phenomena. This marked a shift from belief-based thinking to a more systematic and rational approach. In his quest for knowledge, Democritus placed great importance on empirical observation. He encouraged careful study of the world, from natural phenomena such as the motion of objects to the structures of fundamental materials. He argued that instead of accepting baseless assumptions, people should test and verify their observations to build solid theories. This viewpoint became the foundation for the scientific approach used today. A clear example of Democritus' empirical approach is his atomic theory. He did not merely propose the idea that everything is made of atoms, but also sought to explain their behavior through observation and reasoning. For instance, he explained that the properties of materials, from hardness to softness, from solidity to fluidity, depend on the shape, size, and arrangement of atoms. Though he lacked the tools to experimentally confirm these ideas, his intellectual reasoning produced revolutionary conclusions. Democritus also believed that understanding the world was not an exclusive privilege of philosophers, but a responsibility of all people. He emphasized that achieving true knowledge requires individuals to question, challenge false beliefs, and relentlessly seek the truth. This ethos forms the foundation of both philosophy and the Enlightenment spirit that drives modern science. Beyond empiricism, reason played a critical role in shaping how people should live. Democritus argued that a rational life not only helps individuals understand the world, but also enables them to achieve happiness and inner balance. He emphasized that living rationally does not mean abandoning emotions, but learning to control them to attain harmony between mind and actions. The influence of Democritus's empirical and rational approach extended far beyond his time. During the Renaissance, scientists like Galileo and Francis Bacon adopted his principles to build modern scientific methods. The principles of observation, analysis, and verification proposed by Democritus remain the cornerstone of how humanity seeks to understand the world today. In conclusion, Democritus's empirical and rational approach stands as one of his most significant contributions to human knowledge. He not only charted a new path for exploring the world, but also inspired future generations with the importance of intellect and empiricism in the pursuit of truth. His perspective reminds us that progress requires constant questioning and learning, grounded in reason and observation, rather than blind acceptance. Democritus is not just a philosopher of antiquity, but also a symbol of enlightenment and innovation in philosophical and scientific thought. His contributions transcended the boundaries of time, forming the foundation for critical fields of study such as physics, chemistry, and modern philosophy. His enduring influence lies not only in his ideas, but also in his approach to knowledge, which encouraged curiosity, experimentation, and reason. One of Democritus's greatest contributions is the atomic theory, an idea he established more than 2 millennia ago that remains central to modern science. The concept that all matter is composed of atoms, combining and separating in empty space, became the basis for many scientific theories that followed. Atomic theory was further developed by Renaissance scientists such as Galileo and Newton, and was confirmed and expanded in modern physics, from Dalton's atomic theory to quantum mechanics. Democritus also left a profound mark on philosophy. His ideas about intellectual freedom, the operation of natural laws, and the role of reason in the pursuit of truth inspired many great philosophers, from Aristotle to the thinkers of the Enlightenment. Friedrich Nietzsche, a modern philosopher, praised Democritus as one of the greatest minds in the history of philosophy, a pioneer who shattered mythical notions to offer a fresh, rational perspective on the world. Beyond philosophy and science, Democritus's ideas have shaped how people understand ethics and happiness. His concept of eudaimonia, a state of happiness based on balance and wisdom, laid the groundwork for later ethical schools such as Stoicism and Epicureanism. These ideas continue to influence how people today seek harmony in life, emphasizing that happiness arises not from material wealth, but from inner peace. Another significant aspect of Democritus's legacy is his promotion of curiosity and a spirit of discovery. He encouraged people to ask questions and seek answers through observation and analysis, rather than blindly accepting explanations or imposed beliefs. This lesson is crucial, not only in science, but in all areas of life. This spirit has become the foundation of the modern scientific method, where verification and reason take precedence. The influence of Democritus is not limited to the West. In other cultures, his ideas were also received and developed uniquely, enriching humanity's collective intellectual heritage. Philosophy, China, and the Islamic world during the Middle Ages referenced and built upon Democritus's ideas on atoms and reason, creating a global network of knowledge. In the modern world, Democritus's legacy continues to inspire scientists, researchers, and those in pursuit of knowledge. From nuclear physics to nanotechnology, his ideas remain a powerful source of inspiration, reminding us that human intellect can transcend the limits of its time to explore new horizons. The principles he established regarding the operation of nature and the role of reason in understanding the world remain guiding lights for science and philosophy. In conclusion, the enduring influence of Democritus lies not only in his specific discoveries, but also in his pioneering spirit and determination to explore. He reminded humanity that through reason, curiosity, and passion, we can overcome obstacles to uncover truth and meaning. The legacy of Democritus is a powerful call for humanity to continue the quest for knowledge and to build a better world grounded in understanding and compassion. Democritus is a vivid testament to the power of human intellect in uncovering the deepest mysteries of the universe. He was not only an outstanding philosopher, but also a pioneer whose ideas transcended his era. His contributions, ranging from atomic theory to ethical philosophy and rational approaches, have shaped not only science and philosophy, but also humanity's understanding of its place in the world. Democritus's legacy lies not only in the scientific concepts he introduced, but also in his pioneering spirit and courage in confronting humanity's profound questions. He reminds us that to achieve progress, humans must boldly transcend the limits of current knowledge, consistently ask questions, and seek answers based on reason and experimentation. This spirit not only enabled him to surpass the confines of his era, but also left an enduring influence. In philosophy, Democritus introduced a novel approach by emphasizing that the world does not operate through supernatural forces, but follows natural laws that can be uncovered through intellect and observation. He championed the role of reason in the pursuit of truth, establishing a solid foundation for succeeding generations of philosophers and scientists. His ideas laid the groundwork for major intellectual traditions, from Aristotle to Nietzsche, and continue to inspire scientists such as Galileo, Newton, and Einstein. Beyond theoretical contributions, Democritus imparted a profound lesson on how humans should live. He believed that happiness is not a distant goal, but resides in one's ability to exercise self-control, gain deep understanding of the world, and live a simple yet meaningful life. This philosophy remains relevant, serving as a guiding principle for modern individuals, especially in a world undergoing rapid and complex changes. Democritus's ideas did not remain confined to the West, but spread and were embraced globally. From thinkers in the Islamic world during the Middle Ages to philosophers and scientists in India and China, his ideas contributed to a global intellectual heritage. The connection between cultures through Democritus's insights demonstrates his timeless value and underscores that knowledge serves as a bridge between people and nations. In the modern world, Democritus's legacy remains an inexhaustible source of inspiration. The principles he established continue to guide scientific research, from nanotechnology and nuclear physics to artificial intelligence. He is not merely a philosopher of the past, but a companion in humanity's journey into the future. The conclusion of Democritus's story serves as a powerful reminder that intellect and passion are never outdated. He proved that curiosity and the spirit of discovery are among humanity's most potent tools for overcoming challenges. from barriers to knowledge to the limits of our own capabilities. Democritus not only left a legacy, but also delivered a message. Never stop seeking, never stop learning, and never stop advancing. Democritus's legacy is not just a collection of ideas, but a call to action. In a world of constant upheaval, his spirit lives on, reminding us that with reason, courage, and determination, there are no limits humanity cannot overcome. Democritus is more than a philosopher. He is a symbol of the indomitable quest for knowledge and the spirit of exploration, a shining beacon guiding humanity on its path to conquering new horizons.